go up against the Redskins, who will need to find a way to move the football.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Los Angeles Rams. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This is the first carry for Rob Kelly. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he slings one that's incomplete. Trying to get it to Woods, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
On 2nd down, Williams. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
All right, here we go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's got some space here. Finding room inside the 40. And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. On 1st down, Garoppolo. And he checks this one down to Williams. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first.
Williams loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. This one caught by Crowder. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Kelly stripped. The ball is free.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Third and short yardage, Cousins. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Running right with Kelly. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Cousins now to throw on first down. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a second and long to start things out. Cousins setting up the screen to Kelly. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 1. And it'll be a third and about 13.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him. Right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. First down. Here's Cousins. And Reed with it over the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll hand it off to Kelly. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And this will be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. To throw is Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't, but really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Throw on 2nd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
All right, here we go. Green.
They run it again with Williams. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Garoppolo on 1st down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Cousins now on 2nd down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Aaron Donald in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Again, this is Kelly. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Again, it's Williams. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here we go now.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Touchdown, LA! Damian Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here, he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. A first down throw for Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. Second down now after the incompletion. Garoppolo now. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll lead here to a third down. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. To throw is Garoppolo. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
On the counter, here's Williams. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And it's caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
This is similar to baseball where you want the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
And he knocks it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here come the Redskins now. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half, maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did.
Okay.
It's okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing. And that's maybe what we saw here. They thought they had this thing in hand. had full control, and guess what? They've got to find a way to get back to where they were before.
You think Papa Davis and Papa Gordon would get along?
I think they'd get along just fine, and you know something? They'd still be giving us advice.
Absolutely. Now a second down throw for Cousins. And this one complete to Reed. Nifty footwork at the 45. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. This is Kelly. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And it's first and goal now, but still 10 yards to go. On the run, it's Kelly. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Second down, Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mark Barron. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Cousins now. Incomplete. Man, a tough spot to drop that down here, 3rd and goal.
And so many times when you analyze a play like this, you talk about the people around him and maybe his focus was gone. Sometimes just simply him understanding how close he is to the end zone and a chance to score, and he tightens up and doesn't complete the play.
All right, so this one's now back within a field goal, and if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel, and I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
No. Check. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action here on first down. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Reuben Foster leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Matt Ioannidis in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Detroit, back there, Philly, here we go.
Garoppolo looks to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
Let's take it inside his own 40. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Out to the left here to Reed. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They run with it. It's Kelly, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And the pressure gets to him again. Michael Brockers in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sack's on back-to-back plays. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. He's back to throw. And he can't bring it in. Incomplete. He dropped it on the crossing route. 4th down now.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And, Charles, you talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. That wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was a long-distance kick.
Brandon, it shows you the faith that this coaching staff has in their kicker. You're right. If this goes wrong, you're going to give up the ball near midfield. But that was an absolute rainmaker, and it's going to give them a late lead.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw, and that's caught inside the 35. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A gain of 39 that time. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. And the Seahawks scoring there to extend their lead. Russell Wilson, 3 touchdown passes thus far. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. And now the offense operates in the red zone. They'll look to throw. So they get a traffic there, and that's complete. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And Zerline's kick is good. On the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter in Philadelphia. And it was the Eagles that wound up winners in that one. Jacoby Brissett, 2 touchdown passes in the W. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. One last shot now for Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Los Angeles, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.